Hello, friends, and welcome. I hope you are okay. I hope you've recovered and that you had an hour and a half to process what we just witnessed tonight. A 7-1 drubbing of the Vancouver Canucks by the Colorado Avalanche. I'm still in an okay mood. Actually, I'm in a good mood. Despite what we saw, I'm in a good mood. I'm not down. I'm happy. I'm happy that we're together. Not happy with the Canucks performance, but I'm happy that we can hang out together tonight. So once again, hello. Thanks for being here. While I'm getting started, why don't you put in the chat where you are watching from? Where are you coming from? I would love to know in the chat just, where everyone is coming from tonight. And I thank you for being here. I am Canuck Clay. I am the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. And this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Thursday, November the 11th. Right away, I want to, before I do all the, usual happy introductions and welcomes, November 11th, Remembrance Day here for us here in Canada. I hope that you had a chance to reflect and really moment of silence, reflection, respect to those that paved the way for us in this great country for our freedoms, and to allow us to do what we do today. So however that is, whether you're wearing a poppy, whether you spend a moment in prayer, a moment of reflection, posting about it on social media, whatever it is, I hope that you indeed had a chance to do so. So I thank you for being here. I'm doing this tonight because last night I was emceeing a big event for work. Some of you may have seen the picture either on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Actually, on Twitter, I said it was me in my suit. I'm 15 pounds lighter now, so the suit actually looks half decent on me, and I was all happy and smiling and said anticipating a Canucks winning streak. I guess what I forgot to say is that's going to start on Saturday, not today, but I reserve the right to say that that's what I meant. So our winning streak is going to start on Saturday because we're all going to be together on Saturday. I have really, really cool news about that I'll share about halfway through. So I'm glad you're here. If you're new, this is what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I love to say often imitated, but never duplicated. I'm glad that you are here and like the fact that we are here. Like the fact that, yes, although the Canucks suck tonight, that we can still talk about it in a mature way. We want to be positive, yet we want to be realistic. So like this video and show your appreciation, not for me, but for the fact that we are building up a pretty good community here. So I'm glad that you guys are here. And once again, I'm thrilled that you're here. Someone just said, where is Clay? I'm right here. But yes, thanks for being here tonight on a Thursday night. I'm sure many of you have school or work or whatever it may be, or maybe a combination of both tomorrow. I want to give a shout out to my moderators off the bat. I know you have a tricky job, but moderators, and I'm speaking to all of you collectively. As I always like to say, lean on the side of being lenient. Unless it's homophobic, racist, a lot of swearing or whatever, sexist, then definitely delete it. Do what you got to do. Ban people, hide people. But if it's people expressing their frustration that they're mad at the players or mad at Jim Benning or mad at Travis Green or mad at the team, that's fair. Let that go. Leave that on there. And because I want to see those comments too. So moderators, I trust you. I know that you have a tricky job, but I thank you in advance. I want to give a shout out to my sponsors, of course. Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Both Gail and I hit the 15-pound mark, lost, not gained, over the past week. So we are thrilled about that. And if you want to sign up for a free 7-day trial, I know that many of you have already, which is pretty awesome. Use that link, performandtransform.ca/CanuckClay. To Van City Experts, my man Jason Lim of Van City Experts, the real estate group. He's out of town right now, but we've been messaging each other. And he was checking in, which I was grateful for. So I want to thank Van City Experts. They are the donors and of a lot of tickets that we're going to be using as giveaways for the year. Sponsors of these streams as well. Gassy Jack Art, creators of this wonderful artwork you see over my shoulders. And then Perform. Oh no, I already said that. Hey Jake, you want to come on the stream? Come say hi real quick. Just come say hi. Yeah, then you can grab what you're going to do. Here's Jacob, a quick surprise appearance. Really quickly. I know.
Bad.
Wait, you're talking about your haircut?
No.
No, really quickly. Tell me about the Canucks game tonight.
I was excited to see a 7-2 game.
What do you mean you're excited? You wanted to see the Canucks lose 7-2, or you wanted to see someone
After
win?
the first period, I predicted 7-2, and the Canucks didn't come through on that one.
I can't believe you wanted to see them lose 7-2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Avalanche is like my favorite team.
Get out of here. You're going to the bowling alley now.
See you.
Okay, thanks. Lucas, thank you for the $10 donation. Hero member Lucas, hockey is like life. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. There'll be ups and downs, but you know what? We always get back up and move on. Just a perspective tonight. And that is indeed great perspective, Lucas. Thank you. So, and of course, Monkey 9 Brewing, my eternal sponsor. I am grateful for them as well. I want to give a shout out to my hero members. nucksfan number 29. Just Incredible, Lucas Gates and Andrew Chang, and my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, Simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, Carol Bovenlander, and Hsmfangirl Gaming. I know that many of you are in the chat tonight, and for franchise members and all-star members as well. I appreciate all of you. If you want to join our CCC crew, it's growing. We have 50 members now that are donating certain levels every month. I appreciate you very much. Helps me keep on going. And if you want to become a member of the CCC crew, the best looking crew around, press the join button underneath any of my videos or on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Finally, to all of you, thank you for being here. No matter where you're watching from, if you are in Steveston, in the Lower Mainland, in my beautiful part of Richmond, in the city, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or around the world, I thank you for being here. I do not take you for granted. I know that you could be watching anything else, watching anyone else, and I appreciate that you are here. So let's get going. Let's like the video, like the fact that we are here together talking about the Canucks for the next hour, like the fact that we are going to get together on Saturday in person and hang out, and like the fact that for those of you that are from out of town and cannot be here with us on Saturday, that yes, I will be live streaming the show directly to YouTube. I hope it looks and sounds good. We're just going to play it by ear, but we're going to make it work. Otherwise, you just won't be entered in the draws. But I guess that's the only disadvantage by not being able to be there on Saturday. Okay, I'm just going to talk for a couple of minutes about the game, and then I'm going to get to all of your questions. So hold your questions for a bit, and then we will get going. For tonight, I will say this. The only positive that I put in my post-game video was the face-offs. We were 56% in the face-off circle. Pettersson, Horvat, and Miller all were plus 50. Then it was Dickinson and Lamico that were under 50%, but 56% in the face-off circle. And that was it. That was the only positive. I want to get to Justin's hero member chat. No better time to use this, even though I think we get one per stream. Keeping the positivity. There's much more to life than what our team does on the ice. Love the people in your life and embrace the community that journey with you. Wow, that is really well said. And Justin, without getting too sentimental, that's exactly what I want to do on Saturday. Win or lose, I'm so excited to see many of you in person. Because obviously it'd be nicer if the Canucks win, but we're going to eat. You guys can drink. I don't drink. Although Sean did say, if anyone, Sean is going to be there with me. So 3 of my family members are going to be there. Sean's going to be there with me, helping me run the thing. My lovely wife, Gail, is going to be there. So I want you guys to come. I want you guys to meet Gail. I want you guys to meet Sean. Jacob and Kayla can't come, not because they're underage, because minors are allowed. They just can't drink, obviously, and you have to sit in your own section. But it'll be like the cool teenager section, I guess. If you want to come, I'm looking at you, Siakam bodyguards. But yes, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, I gotta stop because I want to talk about. Someone type in the comments to Gene that tell him to refresh his page because we did, or him or her to refresh the page because we did start on time. And I don't want him or her to be missing anything more. All right. So can someone type in the comments for Gene to refresh his or her page, and that way he or she will catch everything. Yeah, because I don't want him or her to miss out. I should just say Gene because I'm not sure. I don't want Gene to miss out. So someone type it in the chat, and I'll keep going. Tell Gene to refresh his or her page. Okay, let's keep going. When it comes to negatives. When it comes to negatives, I think there's not actually one or two players that I thought were way worse than everyone else on the team. Thank you, Ellie Wimsuit, for doing this. Thank you, Coach Rob, for doing that. Thank you, Quacky, for doing it. Now, everyone should just say, Gene, refresh your page. Alex, okay, you guys are great. Oh, by the way, I got a funny... remind me after I talk about the Park Pub show on Saturday, remind me to tell you about my Kahoot experience. For sure. Daniel, wow. Daniel Hammond, $50 donation. Daniel was one of my first viewers back in the day. You are a positive guy, Clay. I respect that. I hope Canucks get out of the slump. I'm positive. I try and be realistic, but like Justin and others said, there's more to life than hockey, as much as we so passionately care for this team. So I'm going to try and convey that passion tonight. I'm going to try and convey that passion on Saturday night, but always through the guys and through the eyes of it's still hockey. Daniel, thank you for the donation. Let's give Daniel some hype in the chat. And yeah, Moose, I hear you. I know you're upset. Mods, thank you for letting that stay, because yeah, like I said, negative comments are fine as long as they're not homophobic, racist, sexist. And Major Moose, I hope that you come back when the team's doing well. No problem at all. And yes, huge hype for Daniel. He basically, really appreciate that. Okay, so I don't think there are any Canucks that were particularly bad tonight that stand out bad. I thought the fourth line struggled a little bit. Bailey, Lamico, and Dowling. Connor Garland wasn't as noticeable today, although I did say power play 1 that went 0 for 3 basically and gave out a shorthanded goal. That was they stayed out for almost 90 seconds for all 3 of those power plays. So power play 2 didn't really get actually, it was the second power play unit that gave the shorthanded goal because it was Hoglander trying to get Podkolzin. Regardless of who's out there, you can't give away a shorthanded goal. And so that was one of the biggest negatives. Special teams, again, we went 0 for 3 on the power play. We only went 1 for 3 on the penalty kill. That's a CCSTS, Clay's cumulative special team stats of only 33%. 0% power play, 33% penalty kill. That is not good. Good teams are well over 100 in those combined stats. So that's something they still have to improve. Not going to blame this on Demko. I think the score could be a lot worse. Halak was fine. Only 1 goal beat him in the third period. I wasn't as upset. A lot of people were complaining on Twitter, why isn't Travis Green pulling Thatcher Demko? We don't know what was said in the first period after the first intermission. Demko might have said, leave me in, coach. There might have been a plan to play him through the second period no matter what. And as Green said in his post-game, he said he didn't want to put Halak in with 3 or 4 minutes remaining. He wanted Halak to be able to stretch and warm up over the intermission. So that's why Halak started the third period. Okay. Harshan, no, that's true. People are donating money if they want to. We are not going to judge them, just as I'm sure you will not judge where the money goes to or how I may or may not use it. But Harshan, you're welcome to be here. And I think it's like James is liking some of Harshan's comments, which is just fine. Okay, so didn't like the special teams. Thought the goalies were okay. And then I guess the other thing is Travis Green after the game. He didn't sound like a coach who's going to be fired, but he kind of pinned it on the players. He said they're prepared, but he said that some players got to play a lot better. Do you guys think that's fair? Let me get to that in a sec. Shannon Hollingworth, Canucks will always be my team no matter what. If they win or lose, we cannot win them all. Canucks win some and lose some, and we learn from the mistakes. Awesome. That is great. That is great positivity, Shannon. I love that. And yes, Shannon and Mira, glad you are here from Russia. Nice to see you. Thanks for the funny emails as always. And Daniel just donated another $50. So Daniel has donated $100 tonight. Lucas donates 10. And I don't want the Canucks to lose just for more donations. I will make sure you guys know that when I see these donations, some of it I use to reinvest or to take my wife and kids out to do something for them as I do spend a lot of time and energy. It's time and energy away from them, but I'm not complaining. It's because I'm also building a wonderful community with you that's going to manifest itself into a wonderful night on Saturday night. Daniel, thank you very much. And I appreciate your your generosity as well. Jean Benoit, glad that you're here. Glad that you figured it out. And you can always miss the catch up on the first 10 minutes you missed. But hang on to your questions for a second. I will get to your questions in a second. But hang on to your questions. I will ask for questions in about 2 minutes. Oh yeah, last couple other things real quick, and then we'll get to your questions. We are now 5-7-2. That's only 12 points in 14 games. 12 and 14. Before this game started, in my vlog, I talked about that we were 5-6-2, that we had 12 points in 13 games. And I said if we need 83 more points in 69 games, right, prior to this one, that we would have to go basically 35. What did I say in my numbers? 70. No, it's like 30. What did I say, you guys? I want to look it up now because I want to say the right thing, and the math is escaping me. I said that. Oh, here it is. Coach Rob, thank you for the $5 donation. Appreciate you as always. Let me just go to this video. And I said, oh, here. I said the Canucks to get 83 points in 69 games, they had to go 39, 25, and 5. That makes 83 points. 39, 25, and 5. That's going to be tough. And now they've lost one of those games. So they just got to go 39, 24, and 5 going forward. We shall see if that indeed happens. I see the moderators quite busy tonight. Maybe people... No, Fangirl, leave that. If someone says Eriksson's my favorite, that's fine. That's fine. Unless Harshan said something else really crazy before, then I take that back. Oh yeah, I guess... But yes, I guess other languages, probably not the most appropriate, just in case I don't know what they're saying. So moderators, keep on doing what you need to do. But remember, if it's in English and it's negative, but it's not homophobic, sexist, racist, or swearing, leave it in. If it's homophobic, sexist, racist, or swearing, and or other languages, then yes, you can certainly hide the comments for sure. Moderators, just do what you need to do. I trust you. Sean, watch the spelling, please. Watch the swearing, please. I appreciate it. I know, and there are a lot of people in here that are frustrated tonight, and that's okay. Thank you, Sikh. Okay, I appreciate it. Fangirl, I take that back. I didn't see the other comments. If it was the Eriksson comment alone, then I would say to left it. But if he's swearing, then yes, do what you got to do. I know Mira likes to swear, but I know she never does so on my streams. But you can email me those, and that's fine. Okay, friends. So I've kind of laid out the ground rules. I want to be here with you tonight. I want you to comment freely but respectfully. So no swearing, no homophobia, no racist remarks, no sexist remarks, and no speaking in other languages. Moderators, I know you're doing a great job. Daniel, Lucas, thanks for the donations. Shannon, Justin, thanks for the chats. I'm going to put up one poll question. Really, let's keep the chat clean for sure. Okay, here we go. Thanks, moderators. You're doing a great job. I'm going to do one quick poll question for you. And it has to do with this. After... Well, I just put a poll up that basically says nothing. Hold on. After the game, Travis Green didn't blame players... But he said that some of the players have to play. I'm still getting used to these. Some of the players have to play better. He wasn't throwing the players under the bus, but he didn't really put any blame on himself. Much blame on himself. So I'm asking you, the poll question I'm going to ask is it fair that Travis Green... So this isn't simply should Green be fired. I'm asking you, is it fair that Travis Green put the onus on the players tonight? That is my question. So you can put your comments in the comments, but I'm asking you, okay, let's see if I did this right finally. Is it fair that Travis Green put the onus on the players tonight? Oh, I did a spelling mistake, but I'm not going to switch it anymore. So the poll should be up there. There it is. Is it finally? So I'm trying to learn how to use this. Is it fair that Travis Green put the onus on the players tonight? So early says yes, 40%, no, 60%. Let's see what happens. And then I'll get to your questions. How do I see this? Oh, there. Wow. So now 63% of you are saying yes, it's fair. No, now it's down to 53-47. Well, a lot of votes in here. That's really good. Keep it up. Keep it up. Thanks again, moderators. You guys are doing a good job. I know you don't have an easy job. Yeah, you're right, Major Moose. It's a bit of both for sure. It can't be just the coaching. It can't be just the players. But for tonight, Travis Green did put a lot of onus on the players. Okay, I'm going to end it in about 10 seconds. So get your vote in if you haven't voted already. It's at 58-42. It's at 58-42. And let's end it right now. So 57% of you said, yes, it is fair that Travis Green put the onus on the players tonight. It's funny, Mira says 60% Green's fault, and that's basically, we were saying 60% of people are saying that it was more on the players, or at least it wasn't, it was fair that he put the onus on the players. Lucas, good suggestion. That takes up valuable real estate for sure. I think it's kind of common sense. And if a remark is outright homophobic, sexist, racist, or swearing or other language, I don't think you should have any problem moderators deleting those, but I certainly want you to leave the negative ones in, if that makes sense, as long as they aren't any of those things. But great suggestion, Lucas. Okay, friends, now I will get to your questions. So start firing away, and then let's go for about 20 minutes on these questions. Then I will talk about the pub night. I will talk about Kahoot, and then we'll go back to Ask Me Anything. Hsmfangirl, I think she's ready for these question parts. Thanks for keeping up the possibility. Happy Remembrance Day. Thank you. Do you think a coaching or GM change happens after the road trip? I think if they lose the next two, especially because they're back to back, right? And it's a weekend. I think if they lose the next two and lose by a big margin, I think there will be a change. As much as I like Green more than I like Benning, it's easier to fire the coach sometimes. So I think a change could happen, but not before the weekend. Alfred, hey Clay, the Canucks can't seem to score first. Why do you think this is happening? I don't know if it's a lack of preparation. Well, one practical reason is because they go shorthanded a lot and their penalty kill sucks. So if they go down a man, there's a good chance the opposition is going to score. And if you go down a man relatively early in the game and the opposition is going to good chance to score, that's why they've given up the first goal 12 of 14 games. Good question. Lucas, oh no. Fillmore, hey Clay, did you know in the Canucks history, November 9 had two significant events? Bury injured in 1995 and Trevor Linden returned. Wow, I did not know that. That's interesting. Shiraz, is it hard to be positive about the Canucks these days? Yeah, if you're going simply by performance so far, it's pretty tough. It's pretty rough. If you're going by potential, that's why we have hope. It's still early in the season, but we got to stop saying that pretty soon. We're 14 games in. And so I think that's a fair question. I think in some ways it is hard to be positive, but in the bigger picture, which I think Justin, you put so well at the very start of this stream, is as passionate as we are about this team. And you guys know, just like me, you guys spend a lot of time, invest a lot of time, energy, and money into this team. You want to see them do well, but are we able to maturely, as adults, step back and say, as badly as I want this team to win, it still is a hockey game. As much as I spend so much time and energy and money on this team, can I still keep things in perspective? I can't do that for you. You can't do that for me, but that's just something we can encourage each other to do. Fangirl, even though I turned off the TV after the first period, at the end of the day, the Canucks are still my team. Good. That is good loyalty. Coach Rob, who do you want as the coach of they make a change? One of the assistants or someone new like Babcock? Babcock, there's a lot of baggage, although I do like him as a coach. I don't think any of the assistants are good enough. I know Lucas really likes Manny Malhotra. I still like a guy like Bruce Boudreau. I really do. I know not everyone does. Next is, how long are you going to stay positive, Clay, with this management regime currently blindfolded behind the wheel? It's getting tougher, but I cheer for the players. I cheer with my fellow fans. No matter who's managing, no matter who's coaching, because I really like the players on this team. And I think as much as coaching and management makes a big difference, ultimately I'm playing for the guys wearing the jersey. And I think that's really what keeps me going. And it's not that I hate Benning or anything like that either. I just think the results aren't good. Mira Clay, you know my opinions of PD are pretty harsh. Yes, you emailed me as much. But what do you say to my serious worry that he is too small, not aggressive enough, loses a lot of possession? I dare say I want a PD trade. Well, that's strong, Mira, and I appreciate you for your honesty. I would say that I don't think he's too small. He's never going to be the most aggressive player because he can hurt players with his skill, with his determination, with his effort, with his shiftiness. And we haven't seen a lot of that this season. So I'll give you that. The Canucks have invested $22 million over him in the next 3 years and probably a lot more going forward. Yes, he didn't play the whole second half of last season. He had a rough game tonight for sure, but he's not the only one. And realistically, Mira, the Canucks will not be trading PD. Yes, Sik, I remember you telling me about your NHL franchise. Congratulations on winning the cup. That is awesome. Maybe we need you in real life. No, Mira, don't apologize. I appreciate your honesty. Hard to say if coaching change will help. That's true, Edmund. Good. I love how everyone's saying hi to everyone. It's awesome. Is Babcock available? Yeah, he's coaching junior, right? In the Prairies. Sean says, just curious, but I'm not sure what he said earlier. I think I lost it somewhere. So Sean, ask it again. Liano, my biggest question is positives. What positives does Green bring? He has a worse points percentage than former coach Willie D, who had a way worse roster. I think, fair question. I think Travis Green is liked by his players, and he did coach very well in the bubble, right, in Edmonton. And we saw the way they made adjustments. Yes, they were helped by stellar goaltending by Demko and Markstrom, but they played a very strong, disciplined team game. So I do think he does have some attributes. We just didn't get to see a lot of them last year, and it's been a rough start this year. Major Moose, do I think this will be a kick in the pants? Kick in the pants, kick in the gonads, kick in wherever you need to get kicked? It better be. It better be. If they come out flat again on Saturday, then we know this team's in trouble. Great point about Alex about Boudreau not getting over the hump. That's fine, but I would just like to get to the hump first and then worry about getting over it. That didn't sound right. Dogwood, I think Canucks fans have been keeping things in perspective. They understand the difficult circumstances of off the ice for the players and aren't too harsh on the players. Yeah, that's fair. I noticed that too, Dogwood. That's actually a really good point. More the venom is directed towards management and coaching as opposed to the players themselves. Yeah, JS says, I want to see who you all think should replace Green. Great question. Austin, we got to get you to go into games on the road, man. Easton Clay, I think today's game showed how far the Canucks are away from being Stanley Cup contenders. Yeah, I've often said in many of my vlogs, Colorado Avalanche are where we want to be, and it was a big difference tonight, for sure. Quattro, PD isn't the only one playing bad, but he's supposed to be this team's best player, and certainly he has not been playing like one for even one game this season. This team will only go as far as him. That is fair. Quattro, I also got your comment. You're first to comment on my post game tonight. Thank you. And I think Mira would agree with you. Didn't Babcock coach Team Canada? Talk about decline. Yeah, but Jogpo, that's true. The decline wasn't because of his on-ice performance. It was because of alleged off-ice. But nothing to a point that we've seen with other coaches where they're being booted. It was more of a kind of verbal stuff. So Harshan does want Green to get fired. You're probably not alone. See, it's how far do you see Calgary going to the playoffs? Great question. They should be able to, the way they're playing, they should be able to win their first round for sure. But then is it going to be a battle of Alberta in the division final? I don't see them getting past Edmonton. Dogwood's not a fan of Babcock, which is fine. Over 100 of you in here. Thank you for being here. 10:30 on a Thursday night. Oh man, I just skipped a bunch of things. Dogwoods. There we go. Mira. Special training for more training for PD. Justin, as Canucks fans, heartbreak is common, but in every storm is sunshine and rainbows, or double rainbow. If you saw that earlier this week. Right now, we just have to wait till the end of the storm. It'll be worth it. That's a good perspective, Justin. Bring that perspective on to Saturday night's get together, Justin. Sean, thoughts on Tyler Myers? Tonight he was okay, actually. Like I said, I didn't think there was anyone that played horribly for the Canucks. Myers actually, I realized he had a quiet night in that no points, but he was even, and he was 2 shots, 2 hits, 1 block, and 20 minutes of ice time, and played the most out of all D-men shorthanded. Now, it's not his fault the Canucks their penalty kill is so bad. So I thought Myers was okay tonight. Tuck likes Bruce Boudreau or Claude Julien. Nice to see you, Carol. No, I did not answer that yet. Do I think Pullman will be suspended? If he does, I think it'll be 1 game. He didn't go after the guy intentionally. It was a careless swing of the stick for sure. So I think if anything, it'll be 1 game. I know John Garrett was suggesting not. So I would not be surprised if it's no. I would not be surprised if it's 1 game. If it's more than 1 game, I will be surprised. The implication of that, though, with Travis Hamonic not traveling to the States, we only have 1 extra defenseman now, and that is Brad Hunt. So if Pullman is suspended, then you're going to have Hunt come in, and then we'll have no extra defenseman on the trip. You can always bring one down, but who do you bring down? Is it Madison Bowie, for instance? Yeah, Shannon, actually, they did play. Yeah, that's true. They might not be used to traveling, but you still gotta, every team has to travel, right? But I hear what you're saying. Edmund, JT Miller is racking up points, 16 points in 14 games. Hello, Mo. Lucas Boudreau must enjoy his roast. Anyone watching your... I have not seen that one, Lucas. I have not seen that one. Gosh, a lot of comments. Okay, I'm gonna probably ram through these so I can catch up a bit. Sorry. Oh no, I'm only 3 minutes behind. That's not bad. Once it gets to 5 minutes, then that's bad. Trade Miller? No, not right now, Austin. Although I guess his value is very high. So James isn't 100% on the Fire Green bandwagon, but would also be fine with it if it does happen. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, the replacement's interesting. Coach Rob, you're at the game on Wednesday. Yes, you are. Oh, that's what I meant to say. Instagram giveaway, the 8K giveaway, the winner did not fulfill any of the requirements to winning. That's why I drew 3 names, and Coach Rob did fill all the requirements, and he just happens to be in town. So if you haven't seen the videos yet, Coach Rob, congratulations on winning the 8K giveaway. I hope you enjoy the game, seeing these 2 teams once again. And you don't mind Babcock. Lucas says, don't trade anyone. Tristan. I don't know why Canucks suck so badly. We need to win more games. Yes, we need to win more games. I agree. Jogpel's okay with Babcock. Major Moose. Hey, Clay, I really appreciate your positive attitude. No problem. It's really refreshing compared to other Canucks media. Yeah, I guess that's the biggest difference. Although I have a lot of friends in media, you guys have seen them all on my streams, on my Zoom chats. I'm not media, so I think if I was media, I'd probably be painted as too positive, too optimistic, too almost unrealistic. But because I'm not media, I can go either way and with less repercussion. And yeah, I just choose. It's not even a shtick. I'm just a very positive person. But I do understand what you're saying, that some media are very negative. But they also cover the team a lot more closer than I do, probably. Although, quite frankly, I think I'm as good as a lot of people in media. But is that too cocky of me to say? Or is that just me being honest? Karan, hey Clay, Saturday's coming near. Yes, only positive to this day for me. So Karan, does that mean you will be there on Saturday with the crew? Easton, not a good night for the Canucks as Edmonton, Anaheim, and LA won. Yes, that is not good. I will start doing, as we get closer to playoffs, I'll start doing Pacific Division standings. Watch standing. You guys know what I mean. Keeping tabs on the Pacific Division. Carol, hi Shannon. Oh, good. You're talking to each other. That's awesome. Thank you, Lindsay, for the quick hello. Should Canucks fire Green? I think if they have a horrible road trip, it's a possibility. Trotz is a good coach. Harshen. Biggest issue with Green's posting comments tonight about the team not getting ready. Isn't he the head? Yeah. The Liano, I had that thought as well. It seemed like he was kind of shirking a bit of the responsibility a little bit. Dogwood, although Babcock's abuse was verbal, he was very manipulative and set players against one another. No, that's fair. That's fair. Welcome, Nuts and Bolts. Lucas Babcock would be an awful choice. Okay, so some like Babcock, some don't. Mira, now we have 100 plus. Can I pose a poll? If Green is going, should Benning go too? And we do a full management refresh. Sure. Mira asked this question. If Green is going, should Benning... Okay. No, I'm going to do it like this. Who should or might go first? Is it Benning, Green, both, neither? Okay. I put Mira's question up. I basically said who should or might go first. So you can answer what you think should happen. You can answer what should happen. No, sorry. Start again. You can answer what should happen or what you think will happen. But the question is it Green? Is it Benning? Is it both of them? Or is it neither of them? I'll leave that up for a minute and then come back to it. Sam likes Claude. Austin Clay, I wish I could attend the meeting, but I can't. No problem, Austin. You can only do so much, and you're driving down from Squamish. Mira doesn't mind Benning. Alex, if we create a good distraction, maybe we can steal John Cooper. Okay, Alex, you come up with a distraction, and we'll do it. Yeah, no problem, Mira. Then you can answer the poll question. That's fine. Coach Green always says the team's identity is a team that's a hard 2 points every night. Our team, right? He wants to be a team that's hard to play against. Marjorie, I think that today's game is a learning experience for the team. The results suck, but hopefully they can be more fire. That's fair. Do you think Travis Green needs to go? Not yet. Not yet. Do you think Horvat will be unhappy, asked to be traded? No, I just don't see him to be that type. Of course he wants to win. I'm sure he's getting frustrated, but I just don't think he's that type that will ask to get traded. Lazy Husband thinks a new GM, just fire the GM because he'll bring in his own coach anyways. That's fair. 3 for 2. Very good, Dogwood. Do you blame Benning for this team? Yeah. You could always say you could have certain players here, but he also has made some decent trades. Not all decent trades, decent signings, decent draft picks. So it's tough to say. Benning, to me, I did like the moves that Benning made this offseason, and I did like the players that he put on the ice. Okay, you guys are saying Green with 50%, both of them 25%, Benning with 14%, and neither with about 12 or 13%. Let's keep on going. Do you think Demko could be a comparison of Tim Thomas? He seems to be out of his crease more often. No, I don't find Demko ventures out of his crease. I think he's got Alfred. Fair question, but no, I don't think that's a good comparison. To be honest, or a fair comparison. I think Demko's game is much more structured, whereas Thomas was much more reactionary. Just my quick 2 cents. James questions what Green says to the media. Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty tricky sometimes. Sean says Raz should be on the Canucks power play. Imagine if they don't sign JT Miller. Yeah, if they don't think they're going to be able to sign him, they have to trade him. You can't let that guy walk away for no assets. Carol, I really agreed with all your comments earlier. What do you think we need to do to stir up the pot or pods and get this team moving in the right direction? Yeah, I don't know. If you keep trying things and it's not working, then it is the coach, right? But there are a lot of players that can play better, whether that's coaching or internal motivation or whatever it may be. It's so challenging. I don't know. Oh, by the way, as a quick aside, next time you listen to any of the the hosts on Sportsnet 650. I don't want to name them, but imagine if you had to take a shot every time one of them said right. Like they asked a question, you'd get drunk within about 10 or 15 minutes. And it's a word whisker that I don't use a lot. I know I say a lot. Sometimes I stutter. So I'm not at all the perfect public speaker, although I think I'm quite good at it. But if you listen to a lot of broadcasters, they'll in making a point, they'll ask the question right. So they'll say something like, well, tonight Demko didn't really get a lot of run support, right? And therefore you can't really blame him. Or I think that Travis Green, it seems like he may have lost the room, right? And so again, it's a word whisker, but it's just something that maybe I shouldn't get annoyed by these kind of things, but I do, maybe because these are professional broadcasters. But the next time you're listening to any certain hosts on the radio, listen for that word right. Okay, I will get off of my soapbox now. Do you think the Canucks, Fangirl, do you think Benning would do better in the Canucks scouting department? Yeah, he basically kind of leads it too, because all decisions go through him. But if you're saying, could we find a better GM? Perhaps. Yep. Benny's been on that fire green wagon. Major Moose, if we could trade Miller for a responsible top four, I'd do it. Yeah, you could argue that we need more help on D than up front. That's fair. See, Clay, thoughts on Burrows tonight? Seem to be quite overwhelmed at times out there. Yeah, his stat line was okay, but you can tell why he's a sixth defenseman. So he was a -2, 4 hits though, so he played aggressively. But yeah, it was a -2. We don't want to get too caught up in my plus-minus in a 7-1 game. But yes, you can tell that sometimes he seems to be playing. I don't want to say he's out of his league, because he's in the league, if you know what I mean. But yeah, he that's why he's a third pairing defenseman. Everyone congratulating Rob, which is awesome. Okay, now I'm a few minutes behind, so I'm going to go questions only just to catch up. Did you know that Beagle had won 9 out of 10 faceoffs yesterday before the Coyotes game ended in loss? No, I did not know he went 9 for 10. That's crazy. So sorry, guys. I'm reading your comments, but I'm only going to verbalize the questions for now, just so I can catch up. That's the blessing and the curse of having over 100 people in here. Thanks, Carol, for that. Francesco wants to win the Stanley Cup, but doesn't put himself in the position to win it with the management staff. Do we need to help him? Yeah, I think everyone on this channel, we should become the new management staff. That'll be good. Ooh, Demko save percentage dropped 15 points. That's not good. Arman's done with this team. Oh, no. Are you sure, Arman? Or are you just frustrated tonight, which is fair? Church of Pedersen. Nice, Shannon. Yes, I saw that somewhere. That's pretty cool. Austin Benning should, but will be green. Hard to believe Canucks will win 39 games. Yeah, when I saw those numbers, when I ran those numbers, it was a pretty tough look, Alex. Edmund, majority upset how badly Canucks lost. You don't learn anything from a bad loss. Focus on next game. The Canucks have no identity. Yeah, I saw Sat say that as well on Twitter, saying, what is the Canucks' identity? Dogwood doesn't like the owners. A lot of good points. Travis Green is in the chat. Welcome, Travis. Still behind you. Don't know what's happening, but I see a lot of deleted messages and people being timed out. I will skip over all those because it just is an eyesore for me. Thank you, mods. I trust that you're doing what you need to be doing. Hitchcock as coach? Yeah, not my favorite. Would you hire John Davidson and Jeff Gordon? I really like Davidson. I do. And again, you guys, sorry if I'm missing some of your questions. I may get you to re-ask them if I have time. Corey, I really want to see the Canucks turn around. Do you think Green will last long? I think if he can get through this road... I don't want to just talk about Green just surviving the road trip or whatever, but the Canucks can erase the stench of tonight with 2 good performances on the weekend, and then they're coming home again. Mary, you said "and me." I'm not sure what that was in response to. Travis Green, who's the most random, boring, unspectacular player that comes to mind first? Well, there's lots. I'm going with Jason Migna, who we saw tonight. Yeah, Justin, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in there. I tell them to take it outside, but we're online, so... Why can't the Canucks ever score first? Great question, Peter. I think we all want to know the answer. I think it's, as I said earlier, it's a lot of times it's because they go shorthanded early. Because they're polite. Nucks and Bolts, maybe it's time for Clay to do a parody of It's a Hard Knocks Life with Marie during Roar. Jimmy, don't burn the jersey. I'm sure you spent a lot of good money on that. Kai, yeah, you're seeing former Canucks doing well. Yeah, but, don't spend too much time and energy doing that. You're going to drive yourself crazy. Oh, Mira, you say the mod should really keep an eye on you. Well, since you've already painted a target on your back, we'll see how that goes. How do you feel about Bruce Boudreau as a replacement? Peter, I actually like him. I know not everyone does, but I don't mind him. Siad, its thoughts on Rathbone tonight. He was a -2 because he was paired up with Burrows for a lot of it. I actually didn't think he was that good. I noticed that he coughs up the puck quite a bit. He doesn't make the best decisions. I really like him. You got to remember how young he is. He's a rookie, but I thought that he struggled tonight. The Dalian trade doesn't look too good. No, it does not look good at all. The Canucks aren't a team. Changed my mind. Good point, Mr. Fuzzy. Well, the Canucks aren't a team. If you're saying that they're not cohesive, I would not disagree. I'm not at all suggesting there's a problem in the room, but I would not disagree on that. Easton, thoughts on Dahlin's, Forsling, and McCann's performance this season? Honestly, I don't pay too much attention to it because it might just make me frustrated. No, Dahlin's having a great start. Forsling's been good. McCann, I actually don't follow McCann closely, but I presume he's had a decent start with Seattle as well. Canucks never score first because they pass too much, can never control the puck. Yeah, I think it's more because they go shorthanded quite a bit. Should we cheer for the tank and hopefully Shane Wright? I will never do that. Travis, in fact, I'm surprised you got me to say that word, but I can say that word, but I usually don't. I just contradicted myself. Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago, I made it a whole thing where I would never say that word no matter how much people would try and get me to do that. I should probably go back to that. Are the Wild better? Aren't the Wild better? Yeah, whether that's because of Boudreau or whether because of players like Fiala and especially Kaprizov really blossoming, maybe. Yeah, good, Jimmy. Good. Yeah, so that's why, no problem joking, moderator. So don't jump on anyone just because they say that they are going to burn jerseys or jump off the bandwagon. There's no point. There's no need to rub salt in the wound or to challenge them. Let them do what they need to do. Sick, sorry about that, mods. I'll just ignore those guys now. They can keep spreading BS, not even going to acknowledge it. Yeah, Sick, that's fine. You've been in here many times and you ask really good questions. And so you're a valuable part of this community. So we all get tempted. We all want, it's funny, human nature. We all want to get the last word. We all want to win, especially online. I don't know what was happening. I probably won't take the time to go see what's happening. Thank you for that acknowledgement. Moderators, thank you for what you are doing. Tristan, I think we need the offensive. Oh, by the way, it would be funny if we have to moderate can you imagine if we needed to actually moderate the live show at the Park Pub? That would be kind of funny. Oh, I should start talking about that in a few minutes. Tristan, I think we need the offensive coach and an offensive GM to actually win some games. Oh, not like offensive, like making me feel uncomfortable, offending people. You're talking about offensively minded. Maybe. I like Ben Hutton a lot, Dogwood. Ben Hutton was in one of my music videos. As you guys know, it was Hutton and Jake Vertanen. Wow, 2 ex-Canucks players leaving the team with different circumstances. They were in the Christmas rap video that I did with Marie and Ariel. We were told that we would get some Canucks players. We show up and Jake and Ben come down and they were dancing in the background. If you've seen that video from a few years, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Victor, that 7-1 performance is one of the worst performances. I do not know if they can beat Vegas. They could beat Ducks. Yeah, Colorado will be a contender for sure. Colorado and Vegas have had kind of slow starts to the season. Moderators, in your comments to people, you can keep them positive as well without being condescending. Thank you. Don't want to have to moderate the moderators. that would be counterproductive. Easton Clay, if this was a home game, do you think the fans would have booed the team and started Fire, Green, and Benning chants? Possibility. Fans are very frustrated for sure. Seek, have you heard anything about the rumors of Sam Girard being on the block? I heard that a little bit. He can play the right side, but as lefty, do you think he's a fit for us? I think he's a fit for any team. I think he's a really, really good player. They have Makar, they have Byram, but man, what an embarrassment of riches if you're actually thinking about trading Girard. I don't know how legitimate those rumors are, though, for sure. For sure. Yeah, Sean H is having a rough night. What do you think the Canucks need to do in order to win, not including special teams? Yijun, play more aggressively. It leads to special teams. Draw more penalties. Then get your power play to work. Play more aggressively. When they beat Dallas, they were assertive, they were aggressive, they were skating well. They somehow need to do more of that. So yeah, that's thoughts on Byram for Team Canada defense. Anthony Stewart projected him on his Team Canada roster. I saw that. I love to see that as Byram, local tie, Vancouver Giants. Seems a little young. He might be better suited for the next one. So I think even if he does play, he'd be the eighth defenseman. Probably wouldn't play, but good experience for him, obviously. So I wouldn't have a problem with it, but I would be kind of surprised. Yes, Arso, well said. Keep the personal stuff out of the chat. Kai, I know a lot of people don't like Tortorella, but I think he's a good coach. Just was coaching the Canucks at the wrong time, but he dealt with Seifried. Yeah, I think that ship has sailed. I didn't mind Tortorella as well, but that speaking of ship sailed, that ship sunk really quickly. No, Sam, you cannot go over the salary cap in the MLB. This is a hard cap. There's no luxury tax. There's no concessions. You cannot go over the cap. You can try and circumvent it in certain ways by keeping players on LTIR for the whole season, but that's another story. Okay, I will try and get to finish off here so I can talk about some other stuff. Montevideo, why is it teams like Colorado, Carolina, Detroit probably and lose a bunch before they come dominate? Is it an owner's problem more so betting? I think people will blame the owners, people blame the management, people blame the coaching. I don't think it's a perfect fix here. I'm not even sure what's happening in the chat, but that's fine. Victor, I think the Canucks will be a top 4 in the Pacific if they get better defense. Our goalies are top 5. We need to make our PK better. We are second last. Yeah, Travis, Tyler Mott will help a lot. Boyd is on pace for 40 points. I did not see that at all. I liked him, different more than Jimmy Vesey, but I think the Canucks thought if Sutter was healthy and if they were going to sign Dickinson, no, you don't need Boyd. You have a good 4 in Horvat, PD, Dickinson, and Sutter. Sims 4. Travis. Jimmy, I've only been to 2 Canucks games. Do they still hand out like a brochure for every game? No, because of this season they haven't. Maybe because of COVID, they want less people touching things. That didn't sound right. But no, they don't hand out a brochure or a poster this year. I love the black skate jersey. Tony, it's my favorite. Who wins the Norris this season? Ooh, good question. I did not look at the scoring leaders. Not that it's just about offensive players, but I did not look at, let me see, defensemen for the entire league. I know it's not for the best offensive player, defenseman, but often Adam Fox, Shattenkirk, Brent Burns, Quinny. Well, Quinny Hughes is the 5th highest defense. Was only 1 point behind Fox and Shattenkirk. I think it's still early, C-edits, but, Hedman's always up there. Fox and Shattenkirk and Heiskanen, Brent Burns having good starts to the season. I think it's really open right now. After Pullman got thrown out, Quinn Hughes was forced to kill the 5-minute penalty and wasn't a minus player despite the goal differential. I thought Hughes was quite good tonight, to be honest with you. And I forgot to mention this in my post game. I had a friend that was there that I've done ministry with, I've done some speaking with. He was there. He lives in Colorado, and he said that despite how bad the team lost, he said that Demko and Hughes were the 2 guys that stood out to him tonight. I thought Hughes was good. I thought he was noticeable. I wonder if Hughes is frustrated. He's so much better. Well, him and Ekman Larson so much better, right, than the rest of our defensemen. Welcome, Chris. Nice to see you. It depends what the Ben Eager treatment is, Dogwood. He did a couple of things. Remind me. Yes, Mira is an OG CCC member for sure. Justin loves the flying escape. What needs to fix other than special teams to get the team going? Peter, just develop an identity. Are you a run and gun team? Are you a shutdown team? Are you an aggressive team? I like the way they played against Dallas. That's the team I want to see. Aggressive, assertive, fast skating. Carol, a lot of people would agree with you that a new coach for the power play, new special team coach overall, for sure. No, Lucas, good work, but no special perks on Saturday. I'm going to treat everyone equally on Saturday. If Green goes, the whole staff goes too. Yeah, generally it's not just the head coach, because if you do that, if you fire just the head coach but keep all the assistants, you're basically saying it's only the head coach. But I think whoever's running the special teams may need to go with him as well. I don't know if you fire a guy like Brad Shaw, though, who just got here, but maybe, and Jason King, first year behind the Canucks bench, being in the Utica/Abbotsford organization. Yeah, I don't want to think about this, but I think if there was a change, I could see Green and Baumgartner going, or Green and King going. I don't think you fire any of the new guys though. Yeah, people remembering Mira for sure. I think Boyd would have been a good fit as 4th right wing. He's a much better option than Chason. Seek, that is completely fair, but you got to remember, if we're healthy, there's still Mott, there's still Sutter, there's still Highmore, right? Who's injured. So if Mott, Sutter, and Highmore are all healthy, then you're not seeing Bailey, Chason, Lamico, or Dowling. I think in a perfect world, if we were completely healthy, you go Lotto. I wanted to see Pedersen, Miller, Besser. I wanted to see Horvat, Garland, Hoglander. Then I wanted to see Pearson, Podkolzin, Dickinson. And then my 4th line is Sutter, Mott, and Highmore. Bailey's in Abbotsford, Lamico's in Abbotsford, and then Chason's in Abbotsford, and maybe Dowling is your extra, right? But remember, we're missing 3 players that would be in our bottom 6 and would actually offer more offense and more penalty killing help in Sutter, Mott, and Highmore. Looks like Mott will be the first one back of those 3. We're going to keep going for a few more minutes, you guys. This is good. Corey says Torch is a good coach, but he tends to wear out his welcome. Yeah, that is a good point. Hello, Beard from Iceland. Happy to have you here. What time is it there right now? I appreciate you being here for sure. Hedman win the Norris. He's always there, teed up, sure. Oh, Mira, you are always a character. I'm sure you'll do something fun when you make your long-awaited visit to Vancouver. Does the team store still a Canucks yearbook or program? I know that's a good question. I haven't seen that. Maybe Lucas or Justin would know that from being working at the games all the time. Yeah, Hughes' stats have been fine. He is 12 points in 30 games, and he's a +6. Remember, yeah, that's a great point. +6, 25 minutes of ice time. And yeah, that's a great... I never thought about that, Edmund, because remember the biggest knock on Hughes last year was his plus-minus stats. So +6 is a great start. Yes, the next stream is on Sunday, despite the get-together on Saturday, which I'll get to in a second. How many points does PD get this season? You know, I said 80 or 82 in 82 games. I think he'll still... I think he'll find his rhythm, and I still think he'll get about 70 points this season. I really do. Ray of Light, be like your name. Bring us some light. For sure. Not having Hamonic, I noticed a difference. Great point, Edmund. Eager did an elbow on Daniel. I know that Duncan Keith did, but that was in the regular season. Oh, did Eager do an elbow too? Okay, gotcha. I just remember, didn't two women in the penalty box flash Eager? Was it Ben Eager? But I don't think that's what he's most known for. I'm seeing the bathwater since the freaking... yeah, Baumgartner, I think the organization must really like him. Do you think number Canucks getting COVID has an impact on the performance this season? You know, that's a really good question, Steve, because thankfully I never had it, and I'll never be a high-level athlete. It's one thing to say that you got it and you recovered and you don't have it anymore, but what's the long-term effect? I know a lot of players have had it, though, but no one to the extent that the entire Canucks team. I think it might be a small factor, but I don't think we can point to it as the reason why we are struggling. Henrik and Daniel for management for Canucks. I think they're going to get more involved as the year goes on. See, you wish you could come to the meetup, but I just got back from Fort St. John. See, I don't know if there would be a big demand for my, for me to do a show in Fort St. John or a meetup, but it is something I will consider. I think before I get up to Fort St. John for meetup, I'll likely do one on the island, Victoria and Nanaimo. That's the thing where I'd go next. Vinegar treatment, sullying force. We're taunting the penalty box. Yes. That night we all saw another set of twins. Yes, that's kind of what I was getting at, for sure. Okay, let's end with this next part. We'll keep on going. All right, so thoughts on the chat today. It's been interesting. I think, I have a few thoughts, and I'm going to probably talk to a few people I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I think I'm going to need to have a couple conversations with a couple people going forward, just about how we want to run things going forward. And when I say we, I'm grateful for the moderators. I do think that the moderators have an important and tough job, but I'm not sure if we're hitting what we want to hit. We want to create a positive community, but we also want to give people the freedom to express themselves. And I'll say this, and I have to kind of say this every few weeks, but I'll be very honest. I think moderators put in a very tricky position because they are trying to protect the integrity of this community. But every individual, moderator or not, has a different kind of tolerance level, or a level of, I can laugh this off, or this offends me, or I think this is negative, or I think this is funny. I know where my personal line is, and it's quite forgiving, unless it's outlandishly sexist, racist, homophobic, or swearing, like I said. But not everyone has the same, bar, and I think that's the challenging thing. That's the challenging thing. So there shouldn't be any esteem or power trip that comes from being a moderator. Yet I trust these people to help me keep the streams moving relatively smoothly. So I do got to think about it. It only, we're very blessed with a very good community here. So I don't want to cast a negative light on anything or anyone. I kind of know who the troublemakers are, but I see a lot of comments that stay and don't stay, and we're never gonna hit a perfect mix. It's just very challenging because we're all humans. So that's why I don't want to be too hard on any of the commenters, even if they say stuff I don't agree with. It's fine, we can disagree. But when it comes disrespectful, homophobic, sexist, racist, then we have no place for that. If it's a moderator trying to judge if something is like that, I think that's where the gray area is. So I think that's where I'll leave it for now, because I want the moderators to feel like I have their back and I appreciate them because I do. But I also think that it's a tricky balance to hit that perfect mix of letting fun happen, letting disagreement happen without it being disrespectful. And I don't think we're ever going to hit that perfect balance. And that's why we are human. So I hope that makes sense. That was way more philosophical than I meant it to be. But who do you think we can pass in the Pacific to make the playoffs? We got to pass all 3 California teams, because I think it's going to be Edmonton, Calgary, and Vegas as the top 3 at the end of the day. Do I think the Canucks make the playoffs? I still hope they can, but it's getting a little bit... no, I still hope they can. So I'm going to say yes. Ulevi's done from injury. Let's never speak again. Oh, Ray of Light, you just did. Tanev with the Hanson Bros. No, I did not see this. No problem, Chris. Not everyone can make it, but I will be streaming it live. Okay, I'm going to get to that. Yeah. I think I've said what I need to say. I just think it's tricky, and there's no perfect system. I'll read the last ones, then I'll talk a bit about the pub, and then I will finish off with a few minutes of Ask Me Anything. So I see a couple moderators asking me, is it me? Did I do something wrong? No. I'm talking about in general that it's tricky, and it's tricky because we're all human beings. That's what I'll say. Okay, I just want to scan through a couple of these things, and then I will get into this Saturday, and then I'll get to the pub night on Saturday, and then Ask Me Anything for sure. Yeah, thanks to everyone who wanted just move on. Yeah. Okay, good. I will take care, or I will read some of these things for sure. All right, let's go. This Saturday, if you are in town in the Lower Mainland, I hope that you can join me. So this Saturday is my first ever in-person live meetup. And put in the chat right now, as I'm talking about it, if you think that you will be able to make it, and that you're going to try to make it this Saturday. So this Saturday, it's at the Park Pub. I went there today for lunch. I took my wife, Gail, and our 3 kids, Sean, Jacob, and Kayla. And it's in the west end of downtown Vancouver. It is near English Bay, just near the foot of Davie Street. And it's a real cool place. So not only is the food very good, Jacob had pesto chicken pasta, Gil had butter chicken, Sean had a cheesesteak, I had beef dip, and Kayla had hot wings. Not only is the food good, but it's a really, really cool setup. We have the whole place. It's open to the public, but there's one side of it that there's 14 screens in the entire pub. And we have one side that's got 2 microphones, big screen, mixer, and that's where I kind of going to be my home base. But then on the other side of the pub, you can still see, it's a little bit to the side though, is where minors can come, because it is a pub. They can't be drinking, obviously. They can't be drinking if it wasn't a pub. But then there's also a section where minors can sit for if they want to come and eat and drink non-alcoholic stuff. So if any of you are not 19 yet and you want to come join me, you can. you can join me, and I hope that you join me for sure. Justin, remember, everyone, even like the Canucks, we are all humans and make mistakes, but there's always a tomorrow to be better. Well said, Justin. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. So yeah, if you are coming down, let me know. I'd love to see you on Saturday. Okay. So food and drink specials, $16 for a burger and a beer. That's pretty good. I don't even drink beer, and I know that's pretty good because I know a beer basically costs $16 at the arena. But yeah, a beer and a burger for $16 is the food and drink special. We're going to have giveaways, courtesy of the Park Pub and Labatt's. We're going to give away a pair of tickets to a Canucks game. It's actually also the same game that Coach Rob is going to, the Canucks and Avalanche on the 17th. We're giving away those seats. We're giving away a Pettersson jersey, and we're giving away a one-night stay to the hotel as well. It doesn't have to be that night. You can go home and come back another night. So at least 3 giveaways. I'm going to try and get a couple more things together for sure. And then aside from that, we are also, as you see on the screen, I'm actually going to do a Q&A during the intermissions, and then a true post-game stream show. So I'm going to focus on the people that are at the pub, of course. During the game, I'm going to mingle, meet people. We'll be wearing name tags. Put your real name on there, or your screen name if you don't want to divulge your real name, but don't make any stupid names. And then I'm going to be hanging out with you, watching the game. Hopefully we're watching Canucks win. It can't get any worse than today. And then after the game, I'll be doing a true Q&A. My son Sean helping me, and then I'm gonna bring a camera, bring a microphone, and we're gonna stream it out to YouTube. Admittedly, the interaction won't be as say deep as it is today, because I'll be focusing on the people that are live with me. But yes, for those that are out of town or can't make it, I will set up a camera and a microphone so you can at least see what's happening, and that will be for the post game only. So it starts at 6:30. You can get there a bit earlier if you want, but I'm gonna be setting stuff up between 6 and 6:30. Then from 6:30, come on in, and then we're gonna go until about 10 or 10:30. Whenever you can stay. I think there's a DJ after me, but he knows that he can't start until I finish talking. My son Sean will be there, and he's welcome for if you wanted to buy me a drink while you're there, and you know I don't drink, then Sean will gladly accept your generosity. My lovely wife Gail will be there, so you can meet her and you can see what kind of saint has to put up with me on a daily basis. You've seen both Gail and Sean on the streams, and then you can meet them in person. I wanted to bring Jacob and Kayla as well, but they have other commitments, which is fine. And I don't think Kayla would care to watch the game. And then Jacob would be a lot of fun, but we'll get him at the next one. I know he's got some stuff going on that night. So food and drink specials, giveaways, post-game show, meet and greet, meet Sean, meet Gil, enjoy the night. That's what we're going to do this Saturday. So I hope that you join me. 2 other things. It is going to be, you have to show proof of vaccination just like any public restaurant or pub. So you can only come, or you only be let in if you're fully vaccinated. So please bring proof of vaccination. And for those of you driving there, we've secured free parking, which is great. So if you are driving, there's 3 parking lots in behind the building. You can park there, just use the alley behind the building. That doesn't sound good, but you know what I mean. And then when you check in or when you come in, ask for a parking pass at the front desk. Okay, so there we go. That is what I want to do this Saturday. And I hope that I see many of you there, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And win or lose for the Canucks, a chance for us to enjoy each other's company and get to know each other better. Okay, last thing before we go. The Kahoot story really quickly is we played Kahoot at work, and what was interesting is it wasn't live stream. So remember when we played Kahoot during my 24-hour live stream, and there was a tricky balance between that there's a delay in the stream, and the delay was greater than what you guys saw on your phones and other devices. So now I get what you mean, because the question and the answers show up on the main screen, i.e. my stream, but then you're getting the A, B, C, D or the colors on your phone without knowing what you're connecting with. So I guess my point is, I can see why that was a little bit challenging during the 24-hour live stream. And if I ever do it again, I will try and find a way to rectify it, although I'm not sure how. So don't worry, there'll be no Kahoot on Saturday night, but there'll be other ways to win prizes for sure. And I can't wait to see all of you there. So if you are going to come on Saturday, just come and be ready for a really, really good time. All right, let's do this. It is 11:15. We'll go 10 minutes max of Ask Me Anything now. So anything that's Canucks or hockey related, no more. Let's let the moderators not have to worry about anything. Let's just have good, positive questions, good, honest questions. But no more Canucks related, no more hockey related, no more moderator related. Just ask me anything you want that doesn't have to do with the team or with hockey, and we will go from there. What did you have for lunch and dinner today? At the pub, I had beef dip and fries, not the best. Tonight, I had salmon sashimi and a salad. Thank you for always asking, Edmund. What is your dream car? Believe it or not, Jimmy, I don't dream of cars. So it's not like Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche. I would love like a really nice, maybe Lexus or Honda Acura MDX, maybe. Coke or Pepsi? Always Pepsi. Coach Rob. Fangirl, do you think the Dear Evan Hansen movie is worth watching? No, absolutely not. I liked it, but it got trashed by critics. And Fangirl, I thought of you today because I was wearing my Evan Hansen shirt to the pub. If you saw my picture, you might not see it because I had my Canucks hoodie on over top, but I was wearing my Evan Hansen shirt. Best first date idea? Andy, not a movie because that's 2 hours that you're not talking or you shouldn't be talking. Best first date? Dinner and a walk. How's that? Dinner, walk, and Canuck Clay pub meetup. That's the best first date. So if that's already, if you got to move to make it happen before Saturday, Andy, do it. Mira, be right back. Okay, I hope so. Hey, Dexter. Shannon, congrats on being 15 pounds down now. Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate it. Tristan, how far do you think the Whitecaps are going to go in the playoffs? Who are they playing, Tristan? I don't know who they're playing first round. I think they can definitely win their first match for sure. They have a lot of momentum. See, Chong was curious about this as well. By any chance, do you know where Jim Benning has been? No, I don't. I don't know who it is in real life. If you're talking about the Jim Benning that's in chat, no, I don't know who that is. What's your favorite spot for a vacation with the family? It's Disneyland. With Gail, probably be Hawaii. And we still have to get to Rome to make up for our 20th wedding anniversary from last summer. Clay, what high school did you attend? Richmond High, grad of 1992, but only for grade 11 and 12. Back in the day, that was old school because I'm an old fart. It was junior high and senior high. So I went to Burnett for grade 8, 9, and 10. And then I did Richmond High for grade 11 and 12. So Richmond High, grad of 1992. Quattrob, which pub will you be at? It's right on the screen. It's the Park Pub. It's in downtown West End. Quattrob, are you able to make it? Let me know. How is Mickey doing? Shannon, Mickey is doing great. Very sweet, very cute right now. Very obedient for the most part. We love him. Yeah, Jim and Ben have both not been around for a while. Me too. I'm not sure. That's cool, Tristan. Arso, good to see you. Yes, Arso, nice to see you. Sean, okay, good. Great. Have you watched a Canucks game on the road? No. I have been to many other arenas, but I've never seen the home team play against the Canucks. So either I have bad timing or I don't plan well enough. Hello, Jason. So if Jason is here, for those of you that are still here, I want to give some love to Jason. Jason is the Jason behind Van City Experts and the sponsor of these streams and also the sponsor of the first 8K giveaway and a few more giveaways coming up throughout the year. So thank you, Jason, for being here. I hope you're enjoying your vacation. I'll get back to your questions. I want to acknowledge Lucas's message and his donation. Clay, as a friend in the chat, it's been a very, very busy night. Apologize to all I've offended. It's been just crazy. I hope you all understand. Again, not intentional, not a great night. See you at the pub, Clay. Lucas, I want to give you a shout out, not just because of the $28 donation, which is a weird amount. I mean, a unique amount. And I thank you for that. You certainly don't have to as a hero member. But I think I appreciate Lucas' honesty. And we text, we chat in our monthly chats. And Lucas, I think I I can say this in being very honest, is Lucas takes his job as moderator very seriously, which I appreciate. But he also admits when he messes up, like he just did. I'm not saying he messed up. He apologizes if he thinks he messed up. So Lucas is not proud to admit when he maybe, he wasn't sure if it was proper. And that's what I mean. And I think, and I've seen many of you, like Justin, hint at this as well. Everyone's trying their best as moderators. Everyone has their own, and there's no moderator handbook. There's no do's and don'ts. So as much as I don't like spending time talking about this, you guys know I'm an open book and I appreciate the job that the moderators do. So Lucas, donation notwithstanding, which I always appreciate. I appreciate that you're man enough to say that. I'm not saying that you or other moderators were right or wrong. I'm not saying that any commenters were right or wrong. I'm just saying that I know it's a tough job and I know you're doing the best and I appreciate you for that. Clutch up, you're trying to make it, but I'm a shy person. Oh, I think there are a lot of shy people that are going to be there. Yeah, no, not the real Benning. Ciedets, are you going to give any commentary on the game or just real-time reaction? Yeah, Ciedets, I think we're going to have the sound on during the game. So I won't likely be on the mic during the game because I think people will get sick of me. But I will be sitting with people, meeting people, talking to people during the game. Intermissions, I will be answering questions and doing an open mic, and then a more structured post-game live show. So I hope that answers your question. ADLS, I'm not going to answer any more Canucks or hockey-related questions just because I did that for the first half an hour. But because you asked so nicely, I still think they can make the playoffs. It's going to be tough, and they got to start by going this weekend. Yeah, Dexter, I'll be on the lookout for Jim Benning. Shannon, I'm older than you. Age is nothing but a number, Shannon. Yes, Fangirl, happy to see you on the stream. Reaction Club, great point. Not to get too caught up in critics, but I haven't seen one critic that liked it, to be honest. Coach Rob giving some love to Jason. Thank you. While Mira just dropping her Discord right in the chat makes me want to get a Discord just to chat with Mira because I've been bugging Mira to chat with me. Wait, that doesn't sound right. You guys know what I mean. Or maybe you don't know what I mean. But Mira puts her Discord in there. I have no clue what that means or what that is, but good for you. See, stream on Saturday will begin right after the game. So around, because right as soon as the game ends, I'll be going live. Justin, yes, I can't wait you can represent the heroes along with Lucas there, which is awesome. Yes, I did see Jim Benning up in the box at the game, for sure. Mira admits that she's 12 on the inside. Whereabouts, bro, from? Sean, are you asking me? I live in Richmond. If you're not asking me, then I'm not sure. Lots of love for Jason. Have I been to a Whitecaps game before? Yes, I have. I've been to quite a few, but not recently. And I used to go to a lot of BC Lions games. I used to be season ticket holder. So I haven't gone to a Lions game in a few years, and I haven't gone to a Whitecaps game in a few years. I've been spending most of my time and energy on the Canucks. Fangirl still going to watch Dear Evan Hansen. Good. Thank you, Seek. See you on the stream on Saturday. Jimin Ramen and Saul Matsuyama reminded. Thank you, Justin. Glad you're thinking of me. Hopefully you weren't thinking of me more than your company, though. Claire, are you going to watch the Canada game tomorrow? What time is it, Arso? Because I have to work tomorrow. Clay, what about a CCC Discord? No way. I saw what happened tonight. Forget it. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Jason, for acknowledging Shannon's comment. What are 2 best bowling alleys and the 2 worst ones? There was one in the States I like called Highline Lanes. That was pretty nice. And I like our home, one of the zone. 2 worst ones. Lowest Lanes had a lot of character, but that was really bad. That was shut down a long time ago. And really, that's the only one I can think of that was pretty poor. Yes, I did see Schmidt's goal. It was nice. I have not been to a Raptors game. Oh, no, I have. When they played against the Grizzlies a long time ago, but not in Toronto. And I was at the Raptors parade. What's the next game you get for the PS4? Likely NHL 22, but Edmund, we're in no rush. What? I just found out that C-Edits has a Discord too? Well, everyone's just going to hang out there and maybe forget to come here, but that's okay. I'm a big man. I can handle it. Have I decided what outfit I'm going to wear to Saturday? The suit or one of the many shirts, jerseys, or jackets? Yeah, I'm not going to go with the suit. I think that's a little too formal and it'll come across a little bit contrived. Probably going to go with one of my jerseys. Likely be feeling the Hughes black skate one. That's my favorite. 6:05. Okay, then I'll be home to watch that then. Oh no, I'll be writing my paper, but we'll see. Is Burnaby close to Richmond? Yeah, it's half an hour away. Chonger, can't wait to see you. Yes, you can buy me a Pepsi. I will not complain. Although maybe I should buy all you guys drinks for coming. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate you coming by. How are you feeling about my bowling game lately, Sam? It's probably the best it's been. I'm averaging 175 or so. I'm not sure if you watched my Wednesday morning streams where I detail in great detail my bowling scores, but I'm feeling really good about my game right now. Thank you. Favorite arcade game you played back in the day? Nice. Any racing games? Pole position. Shannon and Coach Rob is going to sleep over my place. You guys can all do your Discord thing. I have no clue what you're talking about. Therefore, I won't acknowledge it. Jarhead, how many people are I expecting? I would be... My guess is between... I don't know, actually, because I have a feeling that I'll get about 2 or 3 dozen from this this YouTube community. If I put it on Twitter, I might get another dozen or so from that. So maybe 3 or 4 dozen. I'd be happy with that. I don't expect to get 100 people out, but I would be disappointed admittedly if I got fewer than 2 dozen. But we'll see. Pole position is class. Okay, so let's wrap up here because I just realized it's 11:28 and I got to get about 3,000 more steps in. So I basically got to wrap up in the next 2 minutes. Here's the thing. As I'm wrapping up now, put a Y in the chat, and then to say that you are coming to the Park Pub on Saturday night. So simply put, see the flow. Yeah. So if you are coming on Saturday night, please put a Y in the chat because I want to know who's going to be there and who I can look out for. Okay, you can put a no as well, like Tristan did. But I'm more interested in the yeses, so I know who's going to be there. Thank you, moderators. I know you had a crazy job tonight. I know you're doing your best. Enough said. Sponsors: Perform and Transform, Vancity Experts. Jason is still in the chat. Thank you. Gassy Jack Art and Monkey 9. Thank you. And to members, thank you. For everyone who donated tonight, thank you. And for new subs and everyone, I appreciate you. I appreciate all you sticking with me. We went for an hour and a half tonight. It was a little longer than I expected, but it's okay. And we're all in a surprisingly decent mood despite the 7-1 loss to the Colorado Avalanche. Like I said, the best thing is that it can only get better. And I expect the Canucks to play better. And we're all going to be in a good mood, representing, hanging out, buying each other drinks and food. Well, maybe the drinks part. And celebrating this community this Saturday night at the Park Pub. So I'd love to see you there this Saturday, Park Pub, downtown West End, Vancouver, starting at 6:30. All the details are on my screen. So thanks again, everyone, for being here. I appreciate your loyalty. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday night or on my stream on Saturday night after the game or on my stream Sunday night at 10 p.m. And for all of you members wondering when our next Zoom chat is going to be, I'm going to move the group Zoom chat to November 21st. So not this Sunday, but next Sunday. All right, friends. Thanks, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And you guys know that I'm trying to get in better shape. I've lost 50 pounds. And I just wanted to let you know that every morning I announce very loudly to my entire family that I'm going to go jogging. But then sometimes I don't end up going. It's a running joke. Running joke. God bless. And go Canucks go. Booyah.